Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of the Epic Conversions Private Mastermind and EpicConversions.com. I want to talk to you guys today, really quick, about a free tool that I use from time to time. It's really useful. Um, and it's going to help you basically take like articles that you're reading that you think could have value, and kind of like just like turn it into like a one page, like like I'll give you an example. Let me show you. So let me share my screen. Oh, by the way, before I even get into this, someone was asking me the other day, how do they join my mailing list? Okay, let me show you how to join my mailing list, then I'll show you this other stuff. Okay, so someone was asking me how to join my mailing list. Here's how you join my mailing list. It's pretty easy. Maybe not as straightforward as it used to be, but still pretty straightforward. Come over to epicconversions.com, get your free copy of Undefeated. Just go here and get your free copy of Undefeated, and it's completely free. When you get that book, you go on my mailing list, right? It's real easy. So you get a free book out of it, and you're on my mailing list. So that's the easy way to jump on my mailing list. I don't bug people every day on my mailing list. I try to mail people at least once a week. When I find something cool that I want to promote, then I will bug you a little bit and tell you about it for a few days. But I don't usually just bug people every day. I don't make it my mission to email you every single day. That's not my style. So anyways, that's that. Now about this special tool I was telling you about. So imagine for a second you got an article like this article. I wanted to do a podcast episode about this. This Charles Bukowski Guide to Effective Copywriting, 5 Tips. I thought, hey, this would make a cool. I wanted to do like a series of podcasts about Charles Bukowski because I think, like, if you read Bukowski, it's a nice way to kind of study someone who's good at getting attention, and who's good at kind of capturing people's imaginations and keeping them reading forward. I think if people can, use some of these principles that Bukowski uses, they can become better in their marketing. So, anyways, I like Bukowski. I want to do a series of podcast episodes about Bukowski, and this article here I thought would make an excellent podcast episode. But if I wanted to like reference this article for my episode, I can just be like, okay, well, let me just print this off. And if I say that, it's 11 pages. I don't need 11 pages. That's not what I want. I just need a one page. Can I get the one page version of this? So if I want the one page version of this, if I see an article that I would like to talk about in my content, like a lot of you guys out there, you do content, and you're looking for other pieces of content that you might want to reference, and you might have 2 cents to add to that conversation. How do you create the one page of that content? Well, here's how I do it, right? So I come over here to a site called PrintFriendly, right? And I'll take the original article, and PrintFriendly is free, right? I'll take the original article, I put it in here, and I'll get a preview, right? And now what I can do instantly is I can click on pictures, boom, and just eliminate them. Pictures gone. So, there's only a few things I want to. I want to take this down to like one page, right? So, maybe I'll just get rid of this. You know, how do you write effective copy? Okay, boom, 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 boom. I just want, the bare necessities, right? Um, I just want like, I just want like, I want the one page, man. I want the one page. So I'm just gonna get rid of a bunch of stuff, uh, until I just got like the real basics. I'm not trying to copy this person. I just want the basic framework that I can riff off of myself and talk about Bukowski. But it's nice just to have this one page because I will talk about this article that I read I won't pretend like this is coming from my own mind. I'll say, hey, I read a really interesting article the other day. It was called The Charles Bukowski Guide to Effective Copywriting, you know, and it was on HubSpot. If you want to read that, I'll put a link below. See, because I'll print this out and it'll have this right here. So that way I can put a link if I want to. But the point is, um, I'll take the bullet points. That's really what I'm going for, right? So, and I'm just kind of, just going for the bullet points here. Right, with honesty. So, this is basically, kind of creating that one page, getting rid of all the extra stuff, just kind of putting the basic just kind of get rid of this stuff, and boom, there we go. Now we got a basic, one page of this article. Um, and you can do this. Now, if we look at this, we've taken this down to 2 pages, right? And I could strip this down even more if I wanted to. I could strip it down even more, but I can take this 2 pages and it's pretty manageable. I can print this off and I can talk about this in my podcast, and I can pull a 10-minute podcast episode out of that, basing it off of this article. And it's not like I'm going to be posing this like, hey, this all came from my mind. I will actually start the podcast or the piece of content saying, um, hey, I read a really interesting article the other day about Charles Bukowski and how it relates to copywriting and stuff. And I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about some of the finer points of that article. There was 5 basic tips that the author gave in the article, and boom, 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 and it just goes like that. But anyways, that's basically something you can do, and you're using this free tool, right? It's a free tool called PrintFriendly, right? So that's pretty cool. Now, there's a lot of ways you can use a tool like PrintFriendly. You can use it actually if you have a blog and you have a lot of blog posts on your blog. You can actually use a tool like PrintFriendly to turn it into a book. You can turn your blog posts into a special report or a series of books. In fact, let's say you have a series of blog posts on your blog where you have actually, you've done several series on different topics. Well, you can turn those different series into special reports. Pretty cool. So anyways, PrintFriendly is a pretty neat little tool. It's completely free. And what I like about it is you can use it to take big articles that you think are really interesting and kind of just like strip them down to like a 1 or 2 page document that you can reference when you're trying to create content based on uh, that other content. So anyways, that's all I got. I hope this helps you guys. And listen, man, if you want to hear more cool content from me, be sure to get over to epicconversions.com/one step away, because that is where you can check out my blog, my podcast. Check this out. Let me show you something real quick. So we come over here, epicconversions.com/one step away. You can find my podcast. It's right here. That's the home of the One Step Away podcast. And like, there's always new episodes coming out. They're usually around 10 minutes long. Sometimes they get a little bit longer, but I try to keep them around 10 minutes long. Just came out with a new episode today, right here. It's a rant on customer support and people getting dumber. But I come out with an episode 5 days a week, guys. 5 days a week, and I've been doing it all year long. All year long, I've been putting out a new episode Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. It's a lot of fun, and you can find it right here or wherever you listen to podcasts. If you listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts, you can find it there. If you can listen to podcasts on Spotify, you can find it there. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, you will find One Step Away. It's all over the place. But this is the home of One Step Away. This is where I always kind of direct people to. And so check it out, man. If you don't listen to podcasts, is what I always tell people. If you don't listen to podcasts, but you like to listen to mine, you can go over here to epicconversions.com/one step away, and there you will find the podcast. Another site that I think is kind of cool, if you don't listen to podcasts, you can go to the site called player.fm. And player.fm is a site that's absolutely free, and you can come over here to the search bar. Once you get a free account on player.fm, you can type in One Step Away, and you will find right there motivation and entrepreneurial tips for One Step Away with Cam Jennings. And you'll see all these episodes of One Step Away, because I've been publishing One Step Away 5 days a week since like January, since the beginning of the year. And I plan on publishing this podcast 5 days a week on until the end of the year, right? So then when 2022 happens, God willing, as long as I'm still here, I will keep on publishing these no matter what. Well, look, when 2022 happens, I'll reevaluate and decide if I'm going to do a season 2 for 2022 or whatever. But what I do know is I plan to do this one throughout the whole year. So there's going to be a year of this. There's going to be a year of this podcast. So pretty cool. And then after 2021, I'll figure out what I'm doing with it. But anyways, check it out, man. Check it out. I'd love to have you as a listener. And if you like my podcast, I'd love for you to share it with people. So anyways, that's all I got. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And have an amazing day, guys. I'll see you. Peace.